It's not just an ooze, it's the end of stories, the last page of creation, dripping with divine ink. Today we're diving into the Blob of Annihilation, a rare and terrifying astral ooze born from the gods themselves. But this isn't a monster manual reading. You're getting a DM's guide to turning this creature into the black hole of your campaign's climax. We'll cover its lore, tactics, personality, and how to use it like it knows exactly what it's doing. When a god dies, their body drifts into the astral sea, massive, rotting, and potent with untamed divine energy. Over time, that power festers. If the death is violent or corrupted enough, it can congeal into something new. That something is the Blob of Annihilation. It forms when a god's remains begin to rot from the inside out, slowly giving way to an entropic cancer. The ooze swells, absorbs reality warping energies, and eventually breaks free from the corpse it was born in. Some believe these blobs are drawn to the astral's largest god corpses, mountain-sized bodies with hollow eye sockets and empty thrones. The blob doesn't worship them, oh god no. It feeds on them, slowly, patiently. It is entropy in liquid form. And if it finds its way to a mortal world, it doesn't just destroy, it erases. Unlike other oozes, the Blob of Annihilation isn't really mindless. It doesn't hunger for flesh, it seeks to unmake, to consume thoughts, spells, histories, and even gods. It is drawn to places of powerful emotion, especially sorrow and despair. Ancient temples, ruined capitals, battlefields, where the gods never answered. Once it arrives, its presence begins to subtly alter reality. Spells being cast misfire. People's memories shift. Reality grows thin. In time, the region may fade from maps and minds altogether. Here's a big tip. Don't treat this like a big, slow ooze. The Blob of Annihilation is intelligent, strategic, and aware. Think of it like a cosmic virus with intent. Start fights with Restraining Glob. It'll trap agile enemies or spellcasters, stopping the party's coordination cold. Then, the blob will use its pseudopods to strike from a distance, pulling foes into range. It's not trying to win with brute force. It's trying to remove key players, one at a time. Remember, this thing will ignore walls, gravity, and conventional space. It can ooze through crevices, phase through ruins, or slide up vertical surfaces without any effort. Place it in weird terrain, a derelict divine cathedral floating in the astral sea, a town twisted by planar energy where time itself folds in, a dying god's ribcage hollowed out into a temple turned lair. Let the environment reflect its unreality. Upside down staircases, floating debris, gravity wells. Your players should feel like the world is forgetting how to function. This is where things get weird and fun. Each blob has absorbed something unique. Use this to customize your version and inspire encounters. Here are a few canon examples. A preserved Tarrasque, not dead, just frozen in entropy. A shattered moon, still rotating, still bleeding astral stone. An ancient demigod who tried to consume the blob and is now part of it. A deck of many things, its magic twisted and echoing. A divine error, a cleric's unanswered prayer that manifested as a reality glitch. Even a full astral citadel, its walls warped inward and eaten from the inside out. These aren't set dressing, they're adventures. A party might enter the blob from the inside to recover one of these relics. Once it's in melee, it uses Engulf, a body slam that traps creatures inside its form. And here's the kicker. Anyone engulfed takes 66 force damage per round. No air, no light, just the cold vacuum of unmaking. If it dies, the blob doesn't go quietly. It triggers astral implosion, a violent implosion slash explosion that will fling creatures into the astral sea. They're gone. No resistance, no goodbyes. Make it clear to your players the blob's death is a campaign changing event. The blob doesn't speak, but it remembers. As a DM, give it a personality through telepathy, echoed voices, or even reflected thoughts. Have it whisper things no one else could know. I remember the smell of your fear when the spell failed. Or, your god tried to run. I found him anyway. You are not the first. You are not the last. It may even use the voices of fallen party members or project half formed dreams of the things it's consumed. It isn't evil, it's inevitable. Okay, here's what you need to know from its stat sheet: CR 23, AC 18, 448 HP, legendary resistances, legendary actions, and magic absorption. Blind sight 120 feet, condition immunities galore. Engulf deals 66 force at the start of each of its turns. Astral Implosion ejects creatures into the astral sea. But don't get lost in the numbers. The real danger is what it represents. The Blob of Annihilation isn't a monster you simply defeat. It's a lesson you have to survive. A story of lost gods, collapsed planes, and the slow erosion of meaning itself. When you use it with weight. Give it mystery, give it terror, give it purpose. Let your players wonder, what did it come here to consume? And why does it feel like that answer might be them? If this video inspired you or you liked it in any way to build, say, a one shot or a campaign arc around the Blob of Annihilation, please leave a comment down below, a like, subscribe, and remember, not everything in the void is empty. Some things are just waiting. This is James from the Dungeon Puffin. Later, guys.